Oh, what is going on? All right, today we have the July 2023 tier list for your most beloved game in the whole entire world. That is the Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Okay, taking a look at the tiers. I mean, the garbage tier stays the garbage tier. These units are basically unusable anywhere. PvE, PvP, it don't matter. They need, I guess, LRs, or some of them actually still need relics. It's crazy that we don't have that yet. So yeah, they're gonna be just staying there until further notice. Alright, next we have the PvE characters. These are units that are mostly used in PvE, or their whole sole purpose is for PvE. For example, like Dan for Liz. You got your late and stuff like that. So yeah, these units are gonna be staying here for the foreseeable future until, I don't know. They're gonna be here forever, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, next you have your fun to use characters. Now these characters you only use to kind of just mess around, or it's the characters YouTubers use when there's no content and they're trying to make a video for something like Red Esterosa or stuff like that. So yeah, actually hold up. Bop, there we go. Now that makes more sense. The Cash Cow Green Demon Melee, man. When this guy gets a relic or even an LR, which honestly what I think they will do for the Demon Melees, I don't know if they'll do it for all single one, because the way they've been doing LRs, they haven't really, like Green Escanor, when they gave him an LR, they didn't give the Red Escanor an LR, so I don't know if they're going to just pick one. If they are going to pick one, it's most likely going to be the Blue Demon Melee, who's going to get an LR first. Here's my personal opinion, so yeah, we gotta just wait and see. Where did I put Blue Demon Melee at? I don't even know. I don't even see him. He's somewhere though. You guys probably like screaming on the screen like, oh, he's right there. I don't see him, bro. There's so many characters. God, oh, there he is. I'll put him in fun to use. Next, you have your good tier. These are units that are good. They're good. They're not bad. They're not fun to use, but you know they can still. I don't know why I have Melee up here. I'm gonna just put him PvE use. I don't think he's really used for PvP. He's used in PvE because he is able to help you beat the Demon King in the new story mode and other PvE stuff. So I guess he's good for PvE for now. You have your Lilia, Amelia, both your Arthurs, which honestly I feel like they've kind of dropped some meta. They're not like these guys get one shot at this point, right? They get one shot, even with their relic, which honestly I don't really like the relic for the Arthur. I think it's too, I don't know how to say it. It doesn't really work. If you want to put Tarmio Link on Arthur and he's your taunt unit, Tarmio kind of like negates a lot of the times popping his relic. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'll get an LR and be a lot better as a unit. You get your red Zeldris there. He's I feel like all the Zeldrises have kind of fallen back now. I wouldn't even call this guy sub-meta anymore, to be honest. Actually, no, I would leave this guy sub-meta because he can be used on like debuff teams, but any of the other Zeldrises, I feel like they're kind of just good now, because the new Demon King Zeldris or whatever, you can't use Zeldris on the same team, even though it's a different like type of form. It's kind of like the same character, and you can't use them, and that kind of sucks because, I mean, that guy's just beyond what these Zeldrises are, man. Beyond good what these Zeldrises are. And I do like my tier right there. Next you have your sub-meta units. Now these are units that you will use a sub-meta like as a replacement for another unit on the team. For example, like Freya. If you're making the Ragnarok team Freya, they could be sub-slots, so you don't have to use them, but you can. You have Chandler now, who's really not that relevant anymore to the Demon team. You don't really see that often. Assault Melee, he is sub-meta on that team. You could use him in replacement to Purgatory Melee, even though Purgatory Melee is way better. Trader Melee, I don't know where to put Trader Melee. He's not as good as in PvP wise. He's not as good as I think Assault Melee, but PvE wise, he's like a god tier unit for PvE. So I don't know where to really rank this Melee. I feel like having him sub-meta is okay. Then you have your Gulthers here, because, well, it's like if you're making unknown teams, I guess Red Gulther is like not super casual. Like he is a sub-meta unit. Like you can use them sometimes, or you don't have to. You know, you got your Liz's, your Goddess race characters here. Nanashi's sub-meta because he is a backline unit in most teams. Tristan I put here sub-meta because he is basically the almost, I mean, Nanashi and Tristan are the only 2 units you would ever use on a Goddess backline. I mean, you know, there's nothing really better for that team. And Tristan being the only unit that kind of supports Goddesses from the back, which Goddess team needs a lot of support, to be honest with you. Nashi, I feel like I like him here. I think he's a very underrated unit, personally speaking. Same with Rudius, very underrated. I feel like these guys are going to be good. I don't know when they'll be good at some point. I mean, they're always going to be good. It's like with Rimuru. Rimuru is still fucking insane. Like, Rimuru is nasty, bro. Like, you don't, like, still, to this day, he's still insane. And then you have your other units on here. I put Summer Merlin here. She could go up into God tier status, but I haven't really seen much of Summer Merlin. And now there's too many characters that kind of just cleanse debuffs, like the Demon King, and you know, you got your Purgatory Melee, so I feel like sub-meta's fine for her. So yeah. Then you go into the God tier content. I don't know why I had Glizzy here. I feel like she is just good. She's way too good. Glizzy's way too good. Tarmiel can go sub-meta because he is a Link unit. Deanne, very underrated. Deanne is still very, very underrated. Do not sleep on Deanne. She is gnarly. Okay, she's good. She's crazy. Alright, and you have Ghislaine. I feel like she is top tier of the top tier. So don't sleep on Ghislaine either. Now we move on to the broken tier. No particular order for these units. You guys, Yasurosa recently got a relic, which obviously elevated him a bit because you give him stats, you give him another ability. It definitely made him a lot better. You have your Purgatory Melee. Obviously speaking, he is, I still think, top 3 units in the game. You got your LR Escanor, absolute monster. Then you have your Bon, your Light Escanor. Then you have your Mile, who I think is still, you know, very, very good. You have your LR Meliodas, and you have your tier. Okay, these units, and then you have your Demon King as well. I forgot to mention, you have your Demon King as well. How many broken units do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the highest I think I've ever had on the broken tier list so far. On my tier list, I feel like. That's 9. I mean, yeah, PvP is in a good spot, man. I mean, the Demon King team is still kind of iffy to deal with right now, but I feel like within the next couple of months, we're gonna have a very balanced meta. Let me know what you guys think about this list. July 2023. Wow, I can't believe I'm saying that. Thank you for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, and let me know your opinions in the comment section below. All right.